Well, give it a few minutes here. Let some people jump on and join. This was an impromptu, decided to do, got nudged by a spirit, have a seat, let's do this thing. We're going to be doing a full moon read. I know it's a Friday, right? So people are working and whatnot. Let me grab a pen though, because I do want to mark down the timestamps so I can fill those in later on. So give me a quick second. I hope you all are doing well and fantastic. Happy New Year for the last time. I think I'm done saying that after today. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to write down some of the signs here so we can timestamp these later. And then, so full moon. This is the full moon, the full wolf moon. It's happening in Cancer on Monday the 13th. So, I just did the weekend read for Scorpio, and there was a lot that came up. Hey, Shatoya, how are you? There was a lot that kind of came up in that read. That read ended up being a bit long. So if you haven't seen that weekend read for Scorpio, check that out. But I wanted to touch base with all the signs for this full moon. Cancer is our, sister sign, basically, right? Intuitive as well. There's going to be a lot around that's going to be charged in the sense of emotional awareness. It's also going to be about our spiritual awareness, if I could talk yet again. So there's a lot I feel like we need to be in the know about for this. So let me write these. I should have done this earlier. Virgo, then Libra, then we got Scorpio, of course, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. So once this video uploads, I'll go ahead and put the good morning, Sharita, good morning, Stephanie. I will put those timestamps in there for all of you. So, as always, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, cross watcher, if that's you, discern the messages accordingly. Scorpio, I will say real quickly, you had a pretty big read for the weekend, even the week. There's a lot of stuff going on, guys, and I think this is a lot about releasing, letting go for all signs. Things that we need to bring to our emotional awareness, spirituality really stepping to the forefront of a lot of things. I know from Spirit myself, I've gotten a shit ton of downloads. It's messed with my sleep. Like my sleep, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm usually not an extreme night owl, but I've been up pretty late, so you can even see your sleep patterns being a little funky compared to usual. So a lot of things going on, but this Cancer full moon, this is going to be a challenge. You never know, right? This full moon is going to be very important for us as we start, into 2025. Here we are, finally at last. Talked about it forever and a day. There's going to be a lot of astrological events that are taking place that we haven't seen happen in a very, very long time, not in this lifetime. So, hello, witches of USP. How are you? How are you from England? I love it. I love it. I get to talk to so many people over there. I love that. It's amazing. So, yeah, just paying attention to our emotions, our spiritual downloads. They could be heavy. This wolf moon, very simply named this time of the year, typically hear more wolves than usual, right? So be aware of that. Pay attention to the things that you're nourishing yourself with too. Cancer is a very nurturing sign. Good morning, Deborah. I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you very much. Very nurturing. So paying attention to what you're putting into your body, self-care, staying active, dealing with your emotions from a very best level possible, I'm going to call it. Like, remember, we still have Mars in retrograde, so that is a heavy energy still. A lot of I always see Mars as a power struggle, right? It's the planet of war. So in Scorpio, it's one of your rulers. Aries, it's your ruler as well. So you really want to be on your toes with responding, not reacting. Okay, so very, very simple, but we're going to hop into it. Thank you all that have joined me so far. Super excited to be here with you and do this. And I don't know, I won't spoil all the surprises. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to put it to you like this, whether it's bots or people, whichever it is, don't come in here with your bullshit, because I have you marked and you will be deleted. You will be blocked and you will be deleted. So take your fuck shit somewhere else, and that's that. Not going to play that game today. Big scores. Hi, Ken. Hello. Good morning, Dave. How are you? Hello, Mavis. How you doing today as well? All right, guys, let's jump into it. Real quickly, too, Thank you to everybody who has liked, shared, subscribed, commented. Personal reads are open and available. Good morning, Dawn. How are you? I have some of you guys have already booked. We've talked or are getting ready to send the email. You know how it works. Hello, Susie. So description box below, about section of the page, link is in there, or the link, but the email. Feel free to reach out to me, and channel memberships are open. So that's that. Let's get down to it. All right, Aries, we're going to get started with you here. I have a lot of content that I hope to get out maybe today. We'll see. We're not snowed in anymore, thank the stars. And that makes me happy, right? So, right, Sharita, I'm going to listen, hi, Joe. How are you, honey? I'm going to tell you guys, I don't know if it's possible, but if you are able to report those fabulous individuals who feel the need to be dipshits today, do report them. Do flag them for me. I appreciate that. Teresa, good morning. All snowed in. We're getting ready tonight for the second round. Well, actually, it's like the third round of snow that we've had since last Friday, and it wasn't until 2 days ago we were finally able to get out of it. Right? Let me see something, guys, because I just report. There we go. All right. Okay, got rid of that one. Moving forward. I'm just not fucking with stupid people. Take your shit. Thank you, Shatoya. I just did that, and I'm just not, like, I don't know how people have time in the world to waste their energy on stupid stuff. Like, my time is valuable. Take your shit elsewhere. Hi, Tim. Tarot, oracles, spirituality, right? All of those things. So welcome aboard, Tim. Thank you, Giovanni. Move. Okay. And let me see. Right. You're welcome. So stick around, see what's here for you. If you know your sun, moon, rising sign and your birth chart, we're going to start with Aries, work the whole way through Pisces, see what this full moon is holding for each of you, and we're going to go from there. So I'm going to change that because we got sidetracked. So 7:33. All right, Aries, let's get to it. Let's get to this, guys. I'm not going to waste time here. Hello, Larissa. How are you? Hello, Fortnite. Welcome. Just stay tuned and you'll see what goes on here, okay? So, Aries, the world. I've talked about this, and I'm going to say, even if you don't have Aries placements, Aries season specifically, right, is all about the new zodiacal year, okay? It's a big deal. It really is, because I've said it in many of the videos that the end of 24, yes, it happens on this human timeline, right? But the way that it happens is very different. And I will tell you that I feel like, and I have felt it, and I've even heard some others say, like, Aries season, March, April, going to be big deals, because we are closing out. That is the end, right? That is the absolute end of the zodiacal time frame, right? So Aries, we start all over again with you. It is closing out. Celebrate, Spirit is saying to Aries, celebrate the success that you've had. As you go into your birthday season, and happy birthday to you upon that time, that's going to be real important. It's always an important time frame. Look at the new year. We look at, like, when our birthday season rolls around, we're a new age and whatnot. And Josh, I'm going to pause for a second. Josh, I don't know what sign you are, but I think, and Scorpios that are out there, please, correct me if I'm wrong. But I remember, and I'm pretty positive it was Scorpio that I said, pay attention to the 17th of, like, every month up until Aries season. So do pay attention to that. What's going on, Josh? I can't tell you off the top of, right off the bat here. But I would say feel free to reach out to me. We can always jump into that on a personal note for you, because I think it's going to be very different for a lot of people. But the 17th specifically has been a repeating number in most of the readings that I've done. So, I don't know what's happening but it's going to play a big impact one way or another. Personal, it could be big scale, right? It could be a global event as well. But Aries, for you, pay attention to giving yourself credit for what you have accomplished in the last year, like really looking back at what has changed, the world to the sun. Aries, beautiful energy, the Knight of Wands coming out sideways. Said Mars is your ruler, right? Be mindful of where you're putting your energy to. As we started this off, I have blocked him twice, and somehow he's still coming up. I was able to, let's try that and see if that works any differently. Working on it, trust me, because I'm completely over the shit. This is going to be all about how you take your inspired action elsewhere from where you've been that's been fruitless. And Aries, I think that the sun, there's going to be parts of this full moon that are going to start to illuminate where you've maybe wasted time, energy, efforts. It's all about this new beginning and having a vital, you're welcome. I trust me, like I'm over it. Sick of their shit. Like go somewhere else, find something else to do, get a job. There you go. Get a job, find something to do. But anyhow, this is going to be about your ultimate contentment in life, your wish fulfillment, where you're going, what you're doing, how you're going to be. It's time to make those changes, but I do feel like with this full moon, it's going to be a little bit wishy-washy and like, do I want to go this way? Do I want to do that? Spirit's saying, what is there to know, Aries? And what is it that maybe you've not saw or seen in the last, I don't know, it feels like could be 6 to 12 months, so in the last year, but 6 to 10 months specifically. I would pay attention to that. And hello, Christy. Good morning to you too, Josh. MS and Tech, hello. Are you streaming from your... here's another one. Okay, we'll roll with it, whatever. So, just there's something coming in here to give you clarity on what direction. And that Two of Swords there also is like there's a new opportunity, a new adventure, Aries, but I think that the full moon is going to be about you picking a clear and precise direction on which you want to invest your energy. And I did just do your theme of 2025 the other day, and you want to give, I remember talking about something to that effect, and I remember saying specifically for some of you, Aries, this could be a big job change for you. Some of you branching off on your own, entrepreneurial like, right? So with this Two of Swords, Four of Swords, I will tell you, it's go time. I think that there's been some dreams or aspirations too that you probably, it's like self-sabotage, really. It's like, I don't know that I've got much left here to give, and I don't feel like you're really quite where you thought you'd be. It's kind of like going back and starting over in some way. So, just, it's funny. It's almost like you rob yourself of these abilities to sit in a positive space. And now this could be, I'm going to say also, Spirit saying external influences. So distractions, right? Like is something distracting you and pulling your attention away from the goals and commitments that you want to be in, so it's like really pay attention to what you're stepping into at this time, Aries, with this full moon. And there's been a period of, Spirit's calling it lovelessness. What is it that you love that you haven't nurtured? That's a very important thing right there. Okay. I've got my own personal opinions on that, which is, what I will say to you is this. I do not believe in enforcing a will on anything that, we don't have the ability to control free will, right? I do tarot, and most importantly, beyond tarot, I'm an intuitive. I do a lot of my stuff intuitively. That's the way I've operated for 34 years. So it's I march by the beat of my own drum, put it that way, okay? Good morning to Lisa. Good morning, Shannon. Happy full moon to all of you on Monday. If you could read me, I believe you. Well, you're welcome to send me an email. Always up for the challenge. All right, Taurus. What's coming up under this full moon for Taurus? Hearth and home, I'm hearing. You know, some of you could be trying to manage home life, work responsibilities as well. Expect an influx in your emotions and intuitive hits, Taurus, as well. Yeah, there's the email is in the description box below. Okay, Mavis, I used to. I used to. There's a personal story for another day. I used to. I understand. I gotcha. All right, Taurus, Eight of Wands. The incoming news to you is I'm going to call it from your higher self. Spirits, Spirit said rude awakening. I just flipped over the deck and look at that. There's the Judgment card. This could be, what is this about, Spirit? What is this? Nine of Cups. Ooh, Sheryl Crow's. If it makes you happy, why the hell are you so sad, Taurus? Whoa. And then at the bottom, the Eight of Cups, the Emperor. Five of Cups, there's that sadness. Eight of Swords, Four of Wands. Home may not be so happy anymore. And I'm also hearing, Taurus, what do you got? You guys always throw me for a whoa moment. Taurus, I'm hearing Shania Twain's home ain't where his heart is anymore also. Whatever's happening, you know it cannot be the way that it continues. And Taurus, I feel like for the last 2 years, I have beat that horse to death and then some to he's been obliterated, right? You've really got to ask yourself, I'm going to say the way that you've been living, has it truly served you? And Taurus, it's like, why, for some of you, oh God, I got this, oh my. For some of you, you may have picked a direction based upon some sort of resentment. Okay, no, I'm going straight through Aries through Pisces. So you're right in the beginnings here, Whitney. Welcome in as always. And I have not done Scorpio, no. But this is like, at some point, go back 5 years, Taurus. Go back 5 years. For some of you, 8. But there could have been a decision during that period of time in something that there was a lost connection. Some of you, this could be months too, put this where this fits in your world. The decisions to take authoritative control, and Spirit is saying this for Taurus, this is going to resonate in various ways, even cross-watcher, right? Like something to that effect. Wherever there was control or dominance that was happening in the home space, or something that meant security, stability, something that at one point was very happy, it's not. Like, it's very, very clear here, Taurus, whether it's you or someone you're dealing with, this is not healthy at all. Hasn't been in a long time. Which category or faith or belief does it? So I it's all spiritual here, right? I'm an omnist. I don't believe in any one religion personally, but that's my personal belief. But this is for everybody, always. Well, boss, that's something you have to figure out for yourself. That's a lot of childhood wounding if that's where you are. So that's some work that you need to do. I don't know how to say your name, and I hate butchering names. So the hi Nicole Scorpio here, welcome, because I don't want to fuck it up, right? Call it for what it is. But Taurus, this isn't a healthy dynamic. So this could be family, this could be marriage, this could be your children, this could be your work, like whatever this is for you. But when I hear that, like, if it makes you happy, then why do you feel the way that you do? Somebody could be dealing, I'm going to say this, I'm no doctor, right? I'm no therapist, I'm no licensed provider, right, of any of the such in the way that they want us to be, right, to play by that corporate America shit. somebody could be blaming some things on postpartum. And now that's a big statement, right? Because postpartum is definitely a real thing. But I feel like somebody is almost using that as an excuse. Like they could very well be suffering from it, but it's not a free pass either. I hope that's making sense. I don't want to sound insensitive, but Spirit is saying what they're saying, right? This is what it is. It would be no different than a woman going through PMS and they decide to get extra bitchy just because they're already bitchy, so I'm just going to top it off and put the cherry on top, right? Like, they could be blaming it on hormones. It could be a hormonal imbalance as well. Hello, Beth. But if you're dealing with a Taurus, if you are a Taurus, if you got significant placements, that one spot that is not so happy, we really got to pay attention to. Okay? My skincare routine, I shower. Like, that's it. Nothing fancy here. I'm about as plain Jane as they get, obviously. This is life, right? Taurus, self-reflection here. I'm going to tell you, here you go. What boundaries do you need to implement to better protect your time, energy, and resources? And describe your perfect day. How do you imagine it would feel to be in that experience? And what are you waiting for? You're just going to sit in a place that keeps you in this Five of Cups, that keeps you leaning back into the past, that keeps holding you in the Eight of Swords. It's like gridlock. You can't go anywhere, can't stay here, right? All of those things. So it's time to make some changes, Taurus. If you're not happy, then you need to understand why. You need to dig deep into that. Or if you're dealing with somebody that is like that, what needs to change? Because it's misery loves company. If somebody's miserable here, probably the whole household is. So I think this full moon, the purpose, Spirit is saying, of this full moon is to agitate you enough to make you do something different. So just be aware that it's ultimately offering a new beginning. Some of you could be trying to reconcile something. As I say that, the Ace of Pentacles, the Justice card, Hierophant, Taurus, Libra combination, Aries here as well. Somebody could be trying to balance this out, have faith that something is going to change. Long-term scenario, though, is Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, hoping, right? Hoping and waiting to see if something turns around. Hello, Lucy Lou. Hi, Mimo. How are you? Marilyn, good morning. It's waiting for a turnaround of something. And I will tell you, though, in some ways, you may see influxes of some change. But Spirit is also taking me back to the idea of letting go, in the sense of if you were doing something or invested in something at some point for the sake of bitterness, resentment, like watch me do this because you pissed me off kind of thing. If it wasn't coming for a place for you to better yourself, it was just out of spite. There's something in that regard needs to be healed. Okay. All right, Gemini, that went on a little long. All right, Gemini and the full moon. Cancer full moon for Gemini. Thank you all for joining me, for hitting the like button, for subscribing, all the wonderful comments. Thank you. Good, Christina. I'm glad. Hey, you've got to trust yourself. We spend so much time in our lives like learning to trust other people or wanting to trust other people. We forget to trust ourselves first. So put you first in that category, my dear. All right, Gemini. It's the Sun in the Knight of Cups. Spirit saying emotional equity and balance. With that, some of you, Gemini, I do feel like you're going to start to come into this more childlike innocence of you. I have not, Beth. We're going right in order. We're on Gemini right now. This full moon is asking you, Gemini, if you haven't, to tap back into your your emotions. Tap back into, there's the Lover's card. Your passions. Connecting back to the things that give you love, nurture you. I feel like you got a decision though, Gemini, coming up with multiple parts of your life and different people. No, I haven't read for Cancer. They're next after Gemini. We're going in order. You've got a decision to make, King of Cups, and it's going to be about the emotions. Gemini, if you've been leaning into money, assets, tangible things, I've said it before, say it again. 2025, I think, is going to be the complete shakedown of what love and money actually mean. What's more important? And if having some kind of title, prestige, control, a say-so in things has been, that shit doesn't fly anymore. You know, the patriarchal thing is burning down, right? We've talked about this many times. Hi, Amy. How you doing? And I say that, and look what's in the bottom. 10 of Pentacles. Build for your own, work for your own, too, is what I'm hearing. So I don't know how that relates to anything. But by Pisces season, something here, Spirit is saying, is going to clear the air about it. 5 of Cups. And anything that has not been in that space of emotional balance, I'm going to call it karmic. Honestly, I'm going to call it karma. So if you're on the side of a Gemini that has given genuine love and left out the tangible side of it, you're going to be able to move on and move forward into something that is healthier for you. If you've been more on the tangible side than the emotional side, I'm going to call it karmic for the way this feels. Like, it's like no, like they say, no good deed goes undone. It goes both ways. So whatever that means, and there's the moon, and there's fear of rejection that comes with this too, is needing to have a clearer mind space and thought about the way that the world works. Like it's stepping, how do I say? It's healing the masculine energy of the authoritative, right? The King of Cups, he's a masculine, right? But he's also very balanced in what's important. And there comes the Queen of Cups. Page of Pentacles. Again, I said, if you have dealt with something or somebody who has not been emotional, and you have been, expect that reciprocation to come with the Queen of Page. Oh my God. The Queen of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. That is going to be more fulfilling for those that have been leaning into that tangible side. Page of Wands, grimy. For those that have been leaning into the material side and not their emotions, it's going to eventually show itself. So the way I'm kind of seeing this is, you could have felt like you had it all and then going back down to nothing to restart. So I hope that makes sense for you, the way I'm explaining that. But yeah, as I say that, there's Ace of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, back to the 6. It's breadcrumbing. You get what you give in this life. So just be aware. You know, I know there's that duality of Gemini. My kiddo's a Gemini. Lord help me. No offense to my Geminis. I've got a Gemini moon. But needing to decide what's more important, love or money. Remember, if we love what we do and we love everything that we're a part of, everything else just follows in suit with what we need. Hi, Lady Lux. All right, off to Cancer here. All right, for Cancer, under this Cancer full moon. Cancer, that's your hot spot, right? Talk about that nurturing. They're saying get in touch with friends. So this could be a good period for you to reconnect. Some of you could be leaning in on friends for support. King of Pentacles. It may relate to the material world here. You know, I think it's a very blanket statement, but I'm going to give it to you because Spirit gave it to me. Can't do things the way you used to do them. Cancer, this is like, I don't think that you all haven't been independent providers, steady. Welcome. We have done Aries and we have gone from Aries to Cancer. We're on Cancer now. I think that there's a reality point here. Somebody could be having a conversation with you that says, you're welcome, Christy, take care. You're going to have to... Cancer, there's so much here. Holy shit. 1, stay in your own lane. Other people's problems are not your problems. Number 2, I feel like somebody's coming in to kind of rock your foundations, not in a bad way. Like, this is... You think about a business approach, right? We have to innovate. We got to stay with the times, blah, 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 right? Look at how many like retail stores and things go under over the years. It's almost like Spirit's trying to up level you. So I don't know. Let's just say you're driving around a 1983 car with 200,000 miles and you're like, well, it's not broke, so don't fix it, right? It's stuff like that. It's about material success. It's a weird way this is coming through. I just got done telling Gemini the opposite, right? But it's almost like Spirit is pushing you to do more and you are fighting it. Fucking fighting it. Okay, a couple things. Best way to summarize this. Cancer, if you're dealing with people, I said stay in your own lane. Their problems are not your problems. You can offer assistance, but I'm going to tell you something. The overall outcome, do not tie yourself to an expectation or an outcome because you are going to be sorely disappointed. 5 of Cups. 8 of Swords sitting there. Because there are other people that they have to work with. You can be a team player, but you can't dictate. Okay, that's just all there is to it. For some of you, I'm going to say a small portion of you, but also this could be in regards to a group that you already belong to in some way. There's a lot of egotistical bullshit. This dispute, there's enviness, there's jealousy, there's like everybody's got their own agenda, right? So be aware of that. Like you might have your mind made up on a certain thing. Another person you're dealing with has their mind made up on a certain thing, and then the other person's got their something, on their mind of what they're doing here. This isn't, it's like a broken group effort. Like, let's all show up, but we're all going to fight for different reasons, for other things. Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, why are we all together? Why are we doing this if the end goal is not the same? So it's like, it becomes counterproductive, right? Now, other situation here for you, Cancer, is if you have been down, I don't want to say down on your luck with money. I don't feel like you've had financial issues. Like, I don't think that you've had financial issues necessarily. I mean, I think that things come up, right? But this is like going for, I'm going to call it rags to riches. And I'm not saying you're going to run out and like hit the lottery and you're going to have $3 million in your account tomorrow and life is going to be peachy keen. But Spirit is asking you to treat yourself in a way that if you have been the minimalist in your life, enjoy some of the finer things. Like, again, nurturing yourself. Nurture yourself. Give to yourself. I don't even think I think you've been a little stingy. If you've gone so long without or not feeling like you've had enough. Like, you've got to be very stingy. And I don't mean that in a negative way. You've just gone, I know where I need to allocate things so things don't go upside down. So I feel like you've been stable and steady. But envision more, dream more for yourself, want more for out of life for you. Go, you know what? I've had that 1983 car. It's 30 plus years old, right? 40, almost 40 years old, I think at this point. Maybe it is, 40 years old. I can go buy myself a new car and it's okay. I can go take myself shopping. It's okay. I can buy something that's full price. It's okay. Just be steady and stable in it, just like you've done everything else, and you're going to be fine. So there's a lot around that. Like, you're so worried about everybody else's stuff. Worry about your own shit. And I've got a ton of Cancer friends. I love them. They're amazing. It's like they rotate to me. They're like, oh, there you are, Scorpio. My sister signs, right? But they can be very much in a certain sort of way. And it's for those Cancers who have not been in that vanity side of it, give to yourself. For those of you that have hit this level of what I'm going to call some sort of prestige, be a goddamn team player. You know, it's like the whole, I don't even know. Like, it's a Seven of Swords, Queen of Wands. Some of you need to trust your intuition. Again, don't have a high expectation for something where you're fighting for the cause of somebody else, because it's not your fight to fight. And I think I said that in your 2025. 9 of Wands, Wounded Warrior. There you be. I've had such a hard time. Make sure you're not hanging out in victim mentality. Love and money. 8 of Wands. Couple messages in there, Cancer. I'm gonna leave it there, so you do with that what you need to, okay? How about in relationships, like love life? You know, I mean, if love life comes up, I get into it a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if this need to control, because it feels very personal, is what do I want to call it? A relationship tied. If it's Cancerian you're dealing with. Forgive, let go, and let God. Amen. Hello, Anna. How are you? I imagine you are all probably snowed in, right? All your stuff came this way. I think we got more, but I think maybe that might miss you, though. All right, let's see. Leo, 3632. Leo. What does this full moon have for Leo? Are we feeling tired? I feel instantly like, ugh. Hey, Jenny. How are you doing? I'm glad you caught the live. All right, for Leo, please, Spirit, under this Cancer full moon, what do they need to know? Slow down, take it easy. Was that a song? Slow down, take it easy. I don't know. I have no idea. I think I'm mixing songs between the Beatles and, was it Slow Ride? Take it easy. I don't know. Anyhow, I'm not singing on here. Get the hell out of here. We have 7 inches in Oklahoma. Oh, we ended up with a foot here, and we're bracing for impact again tonight, and I'm like, damn it. Like, I put my yellow on because I'm like, yellow, when I got in the closet, I was like, oh, think spring. It's only like, I think, what, 68, 69 days away. I'm like, oh, spring, please, bring spring. So I'm living out vicariously through my clothes today, feeling some kind of way, hoping for sunshine. Anyhow, for Leo, 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. There you go. Let go. Have fun, enjoy life, explore new territory. Leo, I almost kind of feel like some of the things that you have focused on are kind of coming back around. It is too cold. Like, we had like a low of like 2 degrees last night. I was like, F this shit. Like, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan at all. I don't do the cold very well. So you need to, if you, Leo, and I've seen this in your reads before, if you've had a lack mindset in the idea of like, how to live out your dreams, okay? And then I remember saying in one of your videos, like, you were getting the support that you needed to help you, right? Like, you had people around you that were going to be supportive. Like, it was kind of like they rushed in. But there's like something now, Leo, that's now that you're looking at this expansion where you're feeling as if another roadblock or another challenge has come. What is this challenge about, Spirit, for Leo over this full moon? Losing our passion already? Oh, Leo, you guys are in it and then you're out of it. You're in it and then you're out of it. You ever see someone who starts writing or drawing and they get like 2 strokes in, or, you know, 2 sentences in, and they just grab the paper like, oh no, this isn't it, and they throw it. It's like a newspaper reporter or whatever, right? Like, rip it up, throw it away, rip it up, throw it, scrap that idea. Like, I feel like in your mind, and you may find that your emotions are kind of all over the place, Leo, for this time frame, that it's like, yeah, I had this great idea. Oh, this is bullshit, scrap it. Try this. I don't like that either. It doesn't taste right. Like, you're being real picky. being very picky, like starting something, letting it go, starting something, letting it go, right? Um, it's like you get this, thank you, Spirit. Leo, if you're getting an intuitive hit to do something, just do it. And if you're getting bored instantaneously, why? You really got to ask yourself, what about that? Because I don't think that it's not that these ideas or thoughts or intuitive downloads are not for you. You're just becoming, it's like you can't quite get comfortable. And it's irritating you. Something about a situation here is just kind of under the skin, right? It's like, I think I want to do this. I feel great today. Scrap it. Not being able to complete a project, not being able to complete a sentence, not being able to complete a thought, with the World card coming out sideways. And, you know, you could feel like if you've got clients or something too, like maybe they make an appointment and then they cancel. If you've got plans with other people, you make the plans and then somebody cancels. Like, or maybe you are the one doing the canceling too, Leo. Like, oh, yay, that sounds like a great idea. And then when, you know, night of the plans comes, it's like, no, thanks, I'm going to stay home. It's like you're really having a hard time what sustains happiness for you right now. And you're going to have to be patient with yourself. It's like, I want to go, I want to stay. I want to go, I want to stay. 5 of Wands, that internal conflict. Why is Leo having so much internal conflict right now? What do I want here? What is this about? Why is Leo having so much internal conflict? There's something there, Spirit is saying, that you haven't resolved yet. So something that I think about 3 months ago you thought you had worked through. That old repertoire of I'm not good enough. Leo, I'm not good enough. Why is that coming back up? Perception, ready. See, ready but waiting. To go, to stay. Yes, but I'm going to wait. But I'm going to wait. Your perception is being blocked by an old narrative. And I feel like I repeat myself so often with this stuff. But guys, pay attention. Work through it. You telling yourself that you're not good enough to achieve these desires. And I'm going to tell you, if you're starting anything, from relationship to business to, I don't know, taking paint classes, playing guitar, whatever it might be, if you have to keep up with it, it's like going, here we go, we're at almost 2 weeks in. They say what the deadline for New Year, New Me resolutions to the gym is like 2 weeks, and in 2 weeks everybody falls off the bandwagon. Just because you didn't lose 5 pounds the first week doesn't mean you don't keep going. Just because you messed up on the bird's nose on the painting doesn't mean you don't get up and try again. You had a couple clients cancel, so what? It's a bad week. Work to book more. Market yourself, right? That love relationship, you know, dates got canceled, plans got kind of thrown around because of holidays, work schedules, getting back to things, the weather. It doesn't mean that they're not interested in you. Don't let your emotions, and as I look down here too, context. Things are getting ready to move forward. You just have to have faith and keep your shit in check that everything's going to be okay. Leo, you are affected by Aries, that fire. It's that fire energy, right? In Mars, retrograde. Keep your shit in check, okay? Plain and simple. Keep your shit in check. All right, Virgo. All right, Virgo, what's going on for you all? I hope you're doing well. Happy New Year for the last time this year. Josh, New York. You know, it's the East Coast can be beautiful and very daunting at the same time, right? All together. All right, Virgo Spirit, all together now. Just say it. Ace of Wands, King of Wands. What is under this? 2 broken pieces coming together. We're going to get rid of this guy, so hang tight. There you go. Problem solved. All right. 5 of Pentacles with that Ace of Wands, 9 of Wands. Virgo, either you or someone else is kind of watching somebody from afar here. tried to extend some sort of offer. I think you, you're welcome. Something didn't turn out in the past the way you had hoped. There's the Ten of Wands. You've got the Ace of Wands, the King of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Wands with the Five of Pentacles. That's a whole lot of doing and making no traction, period. Nine of Pentacles, it's... Oh, Virgo. Virgo. Is that what I... You got somebody here. The Emperor, the Tower, the Four of Pentacles. Virgo, there's going to be a stern reality, good morning, that pops up here for you. 2 4s and a 16. 4 times 4 is 16. When you I'm going to say when you reconnect, because I feel like you've already reconnected with these people, or this, I'm going to say this person, multiple times over. This person, right, I just deleted that one too. Like, it'd take a lot less time if I didn't have to, you know, babysit dumbasses. Like, let's just call it for what it is. This situation, Virgo, they're not there for love. They're there for money. I would say to you, there's somebody in your, go see, or pay attention then, right? Pay attention to, there's somebody that's been in your life, whether they've come and gone, there's something significant to the 4. So they could have been in your life 4 months, 4 years. You could have disconnected, reconnected 4 times over as well. And the thing of it is, every time this person pops up, it's likely that your finances or anything that is a resource to you seems to deplete. They might call you up and go, hey, let's do lunch. Guess who's picking up the bill? They might call you and start complaining about whatever's going on in their life, and you're listening and listening. And then on a random Wednesday, you're feeling some kind of way, and you're not getting anything in return from them. There's some reality to this that's going to kind of pop up. How this is coming in, I'm not 100% certain of that. But, you know, you think about the 4 of Pentacles. It's foundational energy, right? It's everything that he's held on to. And the purpose of the Tower is to blow up that foundation because it was faulty from the start. You could have somebody, Virgo, that you kind of let lead the way to, whether it's conversations, they may hold an authoritative position in your life and work or something to that effect. But it's a lot of possessiveness. It's a lot of their terms, my way or the highway here. And this is going to send you down a big milestone. And, you know, and as I say this, just now thinking about it in the moment, Saturday. So tomorrow, Pisces and Virgo. Pisces being in the North Node, Virgo being in the South. The South Node is all about destined, fated, karmic events. I don't know specifically what happens here, Virgo, but you may not see this as fabulous, right? You don't want to like acknowledge that somebody could be a certain way. For some of you, you've already learned this lesson, so it's not as impactful, but it's kind of, I've said it recently in some of the reads, cleaning up the debris. Yeah, the Knight of Cups and the Devil, it's like a temptation to go back into a cycle, right? you could just be doing your checkbook over the weekend or something, and you're like starting to notice a pattern, right? The toxicity of a pattern, the awareness of a pattern, and it's like almost questioning, like, does this really, are these two things really connected? Yeah, they really are. They really truly are. Two of Cups, Four of Pentacles. Somebody's really holding on to something here that needs to be let go of. It needs to be healed. It needs to be addressed. It needs to be called for exactly what it is. Advice on this Tower. Addiction. Listen. The Devil coming out. Like, look at those cards. Codependencies, toxicities, emotional blocks. Look, guys, I cannot make it up if I wanted to. Hi, Josiane. Charmed and used, enabled, not enough, right? Self-sabotage, karmic relationship. Whoever this person is, send their asses packing. And your intuition, I think from the moment you met this person, yeah, there you go. Point proven right there, Deborah. You knew from the start this was not good. This was not going to be beneficial. This was going to be all about the pentacle. A whole lot of them talk about that action in the beginning. A whole lot of taking, not a whole lot of giving. They could be running you ragged too. Like, you know, you work and then you take me out. Like, it's just, it's sleazy. It's gross. I don't like it. But there's going to be something very specific highlighting that awareness as well. What's the outcome of this? Two of Swords, Justice. Spirit's saying don't worry about their feelings. If you want to get back to where you need to be for you, I'm going to be mean. Fuck their feelings. And I said it in one of the other reads, like, 2025 is your feelings don't matter. Your emotional ability to heal yourself matters. Your emotional awareness to show up when compassion matters. But that doesn't mean to self-sabotage or self-sacrifice to make somebody else happy. The people-pleasing days are done. Okay? So you do what you gotta do. All right? Hello, Nay. Page divorcing narcissists coming down to bankruptcy, of course. You know what? When you have nothing, they can't take anything. It's like, here, let them all have it and start fresh. Clean slate. Nothing wrong with the clean slate. Been there, done that. Libra. 5240. All right, Libra. What is coming in for Libra? I almost wanted to say under this Gemini moon. Cancer moon. Libra, Cancer moon. Narcissists, they don't stop. They just don't stop. They don't know when to quit. I have seen so much third-party stuff in the last week for so many signs. Like, I cannot with these angels and guides and cards. Oh my gosh. Libra, Queen of Pentacles. Just heard if this doesn't hit the nail on the head, Nine of Swords. Concerns around money. Spirit saying poor decision making in the past, financial instability, lack of responsibility and accountability. You know, I'm going to say this. You know, Deborah, I'm going to say this to you real quick before I dive deeper into Libra here. There's Libra, Justice card. We can only, you know, as I say, you can lead a horse to water, you can't make them drink, right? Remember our children, as much as it is we feel our jobs to step into like mama bear mode and protect our kids, and that's what we're here for. We also have to remember that they have lessons they have to learn. And there's experiences sometimes that they have to have that we would not want for them, obviously. But he's got to learn so he doesn't repeat this, doesn't stay in it, because that Two of Swords is like, you know, in and out of it, like, yeah, no, maybe. My nose ring? I love my nose ring. Thank you. You don't like it? You don't have to watch. Please repent. Oh, Cammie, I could have a conversation with you all day about church. And girlfriend, let me tell you something. I learned in church exactly what I didn't want to be. And I'm not knocking any church, but for me, that was not a thing. Nature is my church. Trust me, I go regularly. See, and Deborah, and he's hoping. He's right, he's hopeful. He's hopeful that something will change or waiting, and that's also a need to understand his own value, his own worth. You do put your life on hold forever hoping somebody else gets their shit together? Don't work that way, right? So, Libra. Nine of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. There could be some financial instability here. There could be some arguments. You get the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, the Justice card, with the Nine of Swords dead center. Yes, yes. Give me a second. I'm just gonna keep cleaning house here today. There's, you know, Libra, Justice card on the bottom. I'm hearing like Red Hot Chili Peppers, give it away now. Like, you may feel like money, or whoever you're dealing with, money is flying through their hands. I did do Taurus, honey. And I do remember my dreams, yes. Yes. I do a lot of my work in my sleep state. Whatever. Ooh, you know, I'm gonna change decks here. Libra, there's whichever side was in a space of loss, it's being restored. It's absolutely being restored. See you, Larissa. The timestamps will be in there, sweetheart, so you can always go back and look once it's uploaded, okay? Much love to you, sweetie. Take care. Good deal. Well, thank you. This is a power struggle. This is something that is going to be, it's funny, like you're mirroring yourself and another person. Financial, with that King of Pentacles, I'm hearing financial manipulation. This is all money oriented. Thank you, Amy. This is all about the money, Libra. All about the money. I'm gonna they're giving me 4 areas here, so I'm gonna say this. If you have Libra in your Venus placement, money in itself is not enough when it comes to relationships. Again, like, this is the repetitive theme here. The emotions have to come in with it. Lower the expectation of what that looks like. Not saying that it's not good enough, but your idea of love and what it looks like versus another person's idea of love and what it looks like is not the same. So I don't know how to explain that. Like, I don't know. Maybe somebody brings you carnations and you like roses. And you're like, well, I like the gesture, but I don't like carnations. Why didn't you bring me roses? Like, don't ruin it. Don't be a downer, right? Next to that, so those with Libra in their Venus, be thoughtful, be open. It's like you're seeking an expectation of sorts, okay? Then Libra in your rising and your sun sign. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it all. And I'm going to say like this, that maybe you're dealing with someone, maybe you are the someone, I don't know. whoever was pressured, who is this queen? Whoever was pressured in the past and had what I'm going to call lack, who had a hard time, who had to like preserve, reserve, hold back, had to defend themselves in some way, who was really struggling. Now you, Libra, or maybe that person feels like the shoe has fallen onto their foot. So if you had a lot of money, we'll say, and you were the giver, now you have to be the recipient. The tables have turned here. This Queen of Pentacles has figured out this balance and their own authoritative position in their world. And it came with a lot of burden, and it came with a lot of difficulty. Now, second storyline here to this Queen of Pentacles. If you were in a position with another person who pulled the purse strings, at one point they were able to do that. Now they're throwing it all on you. They want you to take care of everything. There could be a significant bill that comes up, Libra, and they may ask you to pay for that expense. Particularly by Wednesday. So this, the full moon energy will last for a little while. What will Libra do? Four of Wands in the reverse. There's likely to be a big blowout over money. Okay. It's Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Three of Swords. There's going to be a massive eruption about money. And even though I don't have the Tower here, I feel that amped up, fuck this kind of energy. Well, I will tell you, Kimberly, if you've been on the downside of it, expect it to change, okay? Everything has to balance out. Let me go back for 1 second. I see a lot of comments, and I haven't had a chance to look at these. Faith in God and still believe in find something good to do. Thank you, Whitney. Point proven. That's exactly what I'm saying. Please. Like I really am not into cancel culture, but I'm done with it. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. So it's like, this is, if something has been solely based off of security, or like it made sense to invest in, it made sense to move in together, it made sense to take that job because it was right down the street, it made sense practically, security, stability, financially, to make those moves. Again, Cancerian energy under this moon is to nurture in a space of love. Money does not equate to love. Does it equate to experiences that we can love? Yes. It can bring in a lot of beautiful things for us, but it's not about it. It's about us being in that feel-good space to begin with. God, Libra. If this has been going on for any length of a couple of years at least, it's, the Magician to me feels dirty, and it's weird to say it that way, but it feels dirty to me because it's manipulation of the wrong side of the fence. This is using somebody else to achieve your goals and successes, and expecting them to foot the bill. And it's right there. It's coming. There is a big moment around this that's going to lead to extreme disappointment. Somebody could have an internal realization that all of a sudden this situation, what it was actually built on, was not for the right reasons. Like they were kind of like living this illusionary energy. And it's like worst nightmare coming true with the Nine of Swords. King of Swords, King of Cups. Could be dealing with a Cancer. Or, all right, thank you, Spirit. Cancer, Scorpio. King of Swords, Libra. Right there you are. You've got to find the in-between here. What is likely to happen with... Some of you could be taking out loans as well to make some sort of investment, and there's going to be a default on a loan as well. And when this happens, this is very predictive. I got the Tower. Somebody is also tired of giving money too. I feel like this is like a third-party family member. They're tired of giving money. They're tired of it being siphoned, whatever you want to call it. Libra, you got some major shit happening here. Again, whether this is with you or somebody else, but if you're on the upper side of this situation, you're going to be okay, but you're going to watch a lot of stuff go down in the meantime, okay? I'm going to call that sun and rising particularly, but pay attention to your emotions and your moods in the moon and Venus placements, okay? That's a whole big read. That's a whole separate thing. Holy shit. They are they not? I've blocked, like, I don't know, 5 people or something already today, or bots or whatever the hell they are. I'm like, go away. Scorpio. Finally, to Scorpio. All right. That was a big one for Libra. Holy Toledo. All right, Scorps, what's going on? What's new for you? They defaulted on the loan. I co-signed for them. I got served. This is crazy. Holy shit. Protect yourself. Do everything you can to protect yourself, right? And if nothing else, lessons learned. All right, Scorpio. Full moon in Scorpio. Full moon in Scorpio could have been something important. It could be coming up, right? It's going to be important for you. That's only in Taurus season. So Taurus season could be real important for you, Scorpio. Under this full moon in Cancer for Scorpio, the Ace of Pentacles. Love what you do and do what you love, Scorpio. First message out. The Ace of Cups and the Fool. Do not ever, I said this, I think, in one of your reads, do not ever be afraid to begin again. I do feel like there is somebody around you that is extending that Ace of Cups to you. They want to build with you. See, they want to build with you. 8 of Pentacles. What are you doing? It's, you're putting the work in. They want to work with you. Scorpio, King of Swords, could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, doesn't have to be. But I think this is more about them making up their mind at last. Some more Shania Twain, little too late. No, who was that? Little too late to do the right thing now. Who was that? I can't remember who sings this. No doubt. Scorpio. Red, yellow, or green, yellow, red, right? Go, caution, stop. Go, caution, stop. And then those same colors are on this card. Scorpio, I think that somebody in your life was all systems a go. This could be jobs. This could be you. This could be anything. Go, go, go. And then it kind of slowed down. And this person, it's like you went from a gray area to a stop on certain things. I don't think the whole thing's certain things. This person may want to, all of a sudden they feel like they have their shit together. After, I don't know, years or whatever, all of a sudden they think they got their shit together. And Scorpio, I don't think that's where your heart is anymore either, though. Like, I think there's love. I think there is, I think you care. You got the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords. Your truth has changed. Who you've become has changed since you were waiting around for so long. You're welcome, Dawn. Thank you. It's all changed. Your truth is not their truth anymore. It's like you were there from the start in whatever this was, and they were not. And it's like, you're ready to move forward. It's like they're focused and working on the idea of you or this situation. And you're focused on yourself. And it's a weird energy. Two of Swords. You've waited for a long time from somebody who has been in this place of complete indecision. And I think that's caused you a lot of pain, a lot of disappointment along the way, of constantly waiting for something to take off. There could have been conversations around whatever this has been that have been kind of blown off as well. I seen that Ace of Swords. I should have said it. The Ace of Swords on the bottom, the Two of Swords came out. I was like, Three Swords. There's that hurt, right? Look what rolls out. Three of Swords right there. Five of Wands. Scorpio, couple scenarios here that Spirit's given me. One, your ambitions, I think, in the past were very much in par with what everybody else wanted. And I remember saying, I think, in one of your videos recently that, be careful not to put don't base what you need off of what somebody else is doing, okay? You just do you no matter what. I think through this full moon, you get a spiritual awareness that says, I know what I got to focus on. I know what I need to do. And it's you've picked a direction without including certain things or people. And go figure, right? Murphy's Law, the second that you do, all of a sudden, I would say within the next week to 10 days, they're like, oh, wait, Nicole, oh my God, that's scary. That scared the shit out of me. Oh my God, I can say my own name. That just gave me, it gives me the creeps. Anyhow, I don't even know why. Ooh, that's weird. Hold on, collective, or Scorpio. Don't go yet. I've got something to tell you. Don't go yet. I want you to be a part of this. I want to be a part of this. Isn't that weird? Like, it scared the shit out of me. I would never use my own name as an example like that. That's weird. Like, it sends like the chills up the back of my spine. So, Scorpios, I will let you know what goes on in my world. That is so fucked up. But anyhow, ooh. But, I don't know why it makes me feel weird. Oh God, I might need a cigarette. Jesus, that is awful. And that's exactly right. Knowing what we deserve, but this is like, it's like too late, right? Like you've chosen a path forward, and the second that you do, all of a sudden now they want to talk. And it's like every bit of plans that you've made, every vacation, every idea, every weekend, every work project, now all of a sudden they want to be a team player. And I'm going to tell you, and Spirit is addressing, if it's been dealing with a narcissistic person, they're trying to gauge the next way to flip the script on you. Oh, I offered X, Y, and Z to Scorpio. Right, Marilyn, they must have something. Don't smoke it out. Oh, Lord. Anyhow, it's a moment for them to flip the script. It's a moment of them to go, well, I came in and I offered you this, or after 5 years I did that, or I said this. It's all to alleviate either a guilt within them or their half-assed attempt to go, I tried. Did they? You wait 6 years, Clyde, and then you go, I tried. What? You're either in it or you ain't. And, it's just like, I have put myself on hold enough. And it's smelly but true. It's just a whole thing. Your focus has shifted. It needs to shift. 5 of Swords. There again, into the 6 of Swords. I can't make it up. There you are, Scorpio, the Death card. You're done, and I'm going to tell you, Scorpio, the last 6 weeks in general, maybe even since your birth season, right? Since Scorpio season, you've been in this mental back and forth. And I've seen a little bit of that, right, in these readings for you, of to stay, to go, to invest, not to invest, put up with it, don't put up with it. And it's like, I'm making up my mind. I'm doing what I need to do, right, Scorpio? Like, I have to move on from this. And Spirit is saying, there are no second chances. There may have been chances in the past that you gave and gave and gave and gave, and you wore the burden like a badge. You walk right back into it and said, here, here, hold my beer. Watch me do this again, right? 2 tens, really, to me. I don't even know why. Death card, a 10. Speaking of tens, there you go, Amy, 10 years. Let's see here. What is this King of Swords about, Scorpio, for this full moon? Spirit's saying be mindful of your pride. Like, don't do it. Don't just say no out of the sake of pride. Knight of Swords. You don't have to get fierce. You don't have to get, Spirit's even saying belligerent, which Scorpios, we can have a mouth on us, right? Call it for what it is. 5 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. Scorpio, don't feel like you're going to miss out on something. It's like in your moment of like, I'm pissed off, I'm aggressive, I'm feeling this way. I'm just going to tell so-and-so how I feel. And you can do that. However, once you kind of go back and you get back in touch with your emotions with this full moon energy, you're like, am I doing the right thing? Did I say the right thing? Should I have said something differently? Should I have done something differently? Should I have done it more? You're going back in with this Hermit energy. You could be dealing with a Virgo. But no. That Spirit's saying that when that aggravation comes out of you, and you say what needs to be said under this, or what you feel you need to say, just don't be belligerent, right? That's the true level of where your emotions are in this situation. It's like, she said, don't go smoke it out. I wanted to go, let's go drink it out, but I was joking. So I just didn't say anything at all. But it kind of takes me back to that, why I even had that thought. Like, you think about alcohol, it's a truth teller. We say things, we lower our inhibitions, we become this open book of, I have no shits to give, so I'm going to say whatever, right? That anger is your truth serum, unfortunately, in that way. And when you say that truth and then you have to go back and sit with it, it's like it came out of you. You didn't even know why it came out in that moment. It was necessary. But it's also like, well, how do I feel about this when I go back? Should I have said that? Could I have done it differently? Am I creating a moment that I can't pull that back? I can't take that back. Scorpio, just be careful with what you say and how you say it. Okay? Because I think when you go, hey, I'm done with this, and you could just simply go, I'm done, right? The Temperance, the Scorpio, I don't know if there are 3 bigger cards. Yeah, right? The Temperance, the Hierophant, the Tower, along with the Hermit. You are creating that Tower moment. The 14th through the 16th could be very important in regards to where things change at here. The 9th, starting, was that yesterday? Today the 10th, right? I think, yeah, today's the 10th. 9, specific, 9, 10, 14th, and the 16th. Somebody could blame you for having other people on the side or something. It's got nothing to do with any of that. It's got everything to do with you. So do know that what you said or what you will say nicely, Scorpio, be nice, It's just the truth. It is your truth serum. Your anger is becoming that. And they may not like it, and you might feel bad people pleasing, right? No more people pleasing, but it's still the truth. The truth is the truth, and sometimes the truth hurts. So, what was that? Jay-Z and Rihanna, live your life. Was that it? Live your life, I think. Spirit's like, live your life, Scorpio. Just live your life unapologetically. And I, way back in the day, was a huge Rihanna fan, and she had that album, Unapologetic. So, you know, unapologetically, maybe you need to listen to some Rihanna. She's a bad bitch. I like her. So there you go, Scorpio. Pay attention to your emotions and why they're coming to the surface as they are. All right, it's going to be very useful for you. Saggy, 120, 40. I might have to go take a quick potty break. We'll do Sag. I'll take a second, and then we'll finish out with Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. And my mouth is dry from talking. Your stinger is worn out. I love it. Saggy, 5 of Pentacles to the 8 of Pentacles. Rebuilding. Aspirations. Difficulties. Sag, I feel like you're actually feeling better over this full moon. A little odd for you, which is cool. 10 of Cups. You're feeling good about something. Maybe your money's looking up, so life is looking up. You're going from the 5-8 to the 10 to the Ace of Swords. Ace of Pentacles sitting here as well. But denying responsibility of something? What are we not paying attention to in regards to the responsibility factor here? Make sure you're paying your bills on time, Saggy. And make sure that you're, when you start something fresh, you got to have a game plan of everything around it. Yes, Joe, I remember. I appreciate it. It was great talking to you. You're welcome. You do the same too, Shatoya. Thank you. Saggy, it's like you start off, you get like, I don't know, we'll say $10 in your pocket, and you got $1 million dream, and you're like, let's do this. And there's a strict focus on this one thing, because it's like, ooh, this makes me feel good, right? And then it's like, we forget that maybe we need, it's like Spirit's saying to get your finances in order, like do accounting work. Maybe you do accounting work, but there's a need to get strict focus on finances and get those things whipped into shape. I don't know why this is coming up right now for you. Spirit's also saying it takes a lot less than you realize. It takes, Saggy, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Two of Wands. Okay, if you want new beginnings, you got to invest in those beginnings accordingly. You have to take, this isn't just about the money. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles here, Sag. It doesn't get much better than that. If you want long-standing success, you got to put your emotion into it, right? Put your back into it, sister. Like, you got to put your ass into it, whatever. Because you've got all these tools. The only thing you're missing here, Sag, is the cups. You've got to bring your emotions into this. And I feel like you get this strategic idea of that, what you're going to do with that $10. And I think you make a lot of smart moves. But the emotional sustainability, the passion that has to come in with those moves is lacking. I hope that's making sense for you guys. Wow. Judgment. You go from 3 1s to 2 2s to a 6. This reminds me of like an older gentleman sitting on his porch swing at, I'm doing well, honey, how are you? Sitting on his porch swing at 90 years old and says something to the effect, if I could go back and do it over again, I would have done that first. Spirit's talking about waiting for the right timing. What? It's like having kids. You know, granted, I think we need to be a little bit older, my opinion, have a little more experience of life before we have children. I mean, we have to have a license to fish. Why don't we need a license to have children? But that's neither here nor there. But Sag, it's like the right time is now. What are you waiting for? It's like, as long as I keep my emotions under the surface, I'm going to be okay. Don't get too excited. Don't get too wound up. Right? Exactly, Patricia. It's like you always got to put a cap on what you're building. Always got to keep contained. Everything's contained, right? Side note, I wouldn't be as surprised if a Sagittarius came out of these California wildfires as a hero. And somebody questioning it. I don't know where the hell that just came from, but there you go. And God bless all of those out there. Just such tragedy. Ain't no different than when Helene hit, right? Just another form of destruction. Sag, it's like, again, Seven of Cups, needing to keep your emotions contained with this Hermit and just kind of move on past that. You've got every opportunity, the Tower, to, I just said about destruction. There it is. Something to do with a Sagittarius out in California. Holy shit. I'm going to make this statement and then I'm going to leave this alone. That plan was started in December. The initiations, holy smokes, the initiations of what is now going on started quite some time ago. It was, divide that, 16 divided by 4. Hold on a minute. Holy shit. There were four tries, 4 attempts, and I'm going to tell you something right now that Spirit just brought in, separate of this being a Sag read. When we take a look at who's making exits, it's all action before the shift. Discern this accordingly. This is pre-planning to sit back and watch it happen. Holy shit. So you take that and do what you want to with it. Oh, Marilyn, I'm so sorry. We'll chat soon, by the way. Okay. This didn't just start to happen with what's going on in the world. I'm going to be very cautious on how I say things. You watch. Due time, we're going to hear a lot of things about this. And Spirit, a lot of it's going to shock and surprise you with this Tower. Like, this just took a whole turn. But Sagittarius season, they knew what they were setting up to do, and they did it anyhow. And Saggies, for you specifically, somebody you're dealing with knew what they were doing the whole time too. The epiphany is on you. The shock, the surprise is on you. I just heard from Spirit, you've waited too long. You might be dealing with a Scorpio, Sag. The Hierophant in reverse. God forbid, this is about pride and ego. God forbid we just concede. Both personally and globally. God forbid we just concede. Expect nothing but the unexpected in January, period. Absolutely, Shane, absolutely. Sag, I told you everything. You had all three, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands. That's how I'm seeing these three cups at the bottom of the four cups. The one thing that's been missing is this love aspect, to get into compassion, to embrace that. If you've been missing that element, this is where all systems just shut down. As much as I would love to go, woohoo, you've got all aces but one. Remember that aces are potential. We have to do more to make those aces grow. What do we do to co-create with spirit to do more? We can have a great idea. We can have $1 million idea, but if we don't go find something or someone to implement that with us, or we don't take action on it, it's fruitless, right? Seven of Cups. I don't move that fast to steal anything, I'll tell you that right now. I'm too lazy, I'm not gonna lie. Page of Swords, Queen of Wands. Sag, you could be looking to somebody else for answers. They could have been looking to you for a long time too. This is going to boil down to who decides to implement the action first, of what direction this goes. Okay? All right. Funny cat and dog videos. Wave. Patricia, I love that. That's hilarious. Never thought about doing something like that. All right. Okay, so we've got Capricorn. This is going way long, but it's okay. Like, I wanted to get the messages out, so it's fine. I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to leave the video run. I need something to drink. Then we're going to do Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, and then we're going to wrap this up. So just give me, like, 2 minutes to, like, do what I need to do. Just, and then we got a dog carrying on. Hang tight for a second. All right, guys. Gosh, I needed a minute after that. That is my fur baby. Went to see the birds. How I'll have to bring the birds out one of these days. We're working with them to try to get them to be more uh I don't know. Nobody worked with them whenever we got them. We inherited them, so it was kind of like an oh shit moment. Absolutely, Shane. 20 cats. Oh my god, the one in this house is like crazy insane. All right, Capricorn. Guys, after that reading, I needed a second to just kind of regroup, refresh. That was a bit much. I wasn't expecting that to come out in Sagittarius's reading. All right, Capricorn. Let's see what's going on with Capricorn with this full moon. Oh my word. That was intense. Sometimes I get that stuff and I'm like, holy shit. All right, let's see. Capricorn. What's up here, Capricorn? Capricorn, I think you're coming out a period of an exhaustion. Ooh, I like it. Knight of Pentacles, the Empress, the Queen of Swords. Very perceptive at this time. You know, I feel like you've got some people, it's like if you start to feel like things are improving under this full moon for you, be weary of others around you. It's like you've had enough practice and like your creative juices are flowing. This is like, I'm going to call it your season, right? And it is, right? We're still in Capricorn season until the 20 or the 19th. So Capricorn, it is your season, and your material success is building, whether you know it or not. Even if you feel like there's no progress being made, there is. You've just had to like understand the world of possibilities for yourself. Well, thank you, Shane. Have a wonderful evening where you are. You've had to understand the world of possibilities, and I think you're getting a better grasp of that. That so much, it's you're basing your life on principle rather than lack, and you know it's like understanding where the things that you thought were not going to come to fruition, like they can. It may look very different though than what you first thought it was. But it's like, you know, you could have had hardships. It could have been health. It could have been mental. It could have been depression. It could have been all of those things. But you're finding the resilience within you to master something. Six of Swords. You're going to move past whatever these hurdles have been. And the Wheel of Fortune is telling me with the Hermit, like you just have to make sure during this time of this full moon that your boundaries are ironclad, that you're going to have to be brave to say no. we got lots of snow in the US too, Patricia, right? A foot later and more to come. Like, I'm done with it. But thank you for showing up. Thank you very much for being here. You're just going to have to hold your position on certain things and understand, hi, Eric, how are you? Understand that people are going to push your boundaries. People are going to push your buttons. But as long as you hold the course. I think there's going to be times in the next week or so, especially over the next 3 days, that you're going to question whether or not you're doing the right thing. You are. If it's going to propel you forward, then you are. I heard somebody say not long ago, the things that are in your life, how do they help you live your desires? Are they beneficial to your desires? And that's the thing you're going to have to remember. If this is somebody coming back around, how did they help you get to where you are? And how did they support that? Were they actually supportive of those things? So a lot of you kind of trying to balance that out internally, but you're still ready to move on and move forward. And I think you're doing a lot of healing work. And there's the sun. Like, you are doing the healing work and you're ready to start anew with the full and bring in, Spirit's using the word enterprises that are going to be beneficial to you in the long run. Some of you too could be stepping into your higher calling and could be part of group dynamics that support this. So just be, I think you're going to be amazed by it, really. Like, it's something I don't think you see coming. So I'm going to leave that there. Aquarius. Happy early birthday, Aquarius. I hope you guys are doing well. Aquarius. What's coming for this full moon in full moon in Aquarius? The full moon in Aquarius could be important to you. Hierophant in the reversed. Some of you, okay, some of you could very well be, I don't want to call it breaking laws, but it's, pardon my French here, but fuck your narratives. Like, this is, I am not going to conform. Nope, there you are, the death card. Taurus and Scorpio energy. You're seeing things from a very different perspective of, like, time has shown the failures of certain situations. And in that, you're like, this has been tested. Here's the proof. Here's the studies, right? They say, oh, we've done this study over this on this drug for the last how many years, and this is what we now know. And you're like, well, I've paid attention to X, Y, and Z over the course of all of these years, and this is now what I know. And it's not what was told to me, right? So it's like you're breaking a cycle here of, well, all right then, hold on. You're the Justice, like whatever this is, the Hierophant in the reverse, the Justice in reverse, Scorpio, Death card in the upright. That this has been a prejudice type situation. This is shit that does not go well when people are involved in things for the wrong reasons. Like, Aquarius, you're becoming very, you're taking what was once institutionalized, Spirit's using big words here, and you're going, this is horseshit. Like, this is not at all the way that this can progress forward. The Emperor sitting on the bottom. So some big major arcanas, which are fated and destined events, that this is not how this works. This cannot be the way that this works. Page of Pentacles, you know, you see, I'm gonna call it opportunistic, half-assed offers to things. It's almost like trying to sugarcoat it, make it right. It's piss poor apologies. It's like, well, here, I can at least do this. This little bit is not good enough. Six of Pentacles, breadcrumbing, there it is. Aquarius, you're stepping into a new sense of resilience of your determinate spirit, the determining factors of what your new reality looks like. The Magician, Ten of Swords. There are probably personal events, external events, and I'm also going to say global events that you are drawing conclusions on, and you see the end for a lot of things is coming. It is coming to an end. Seven of Swords, anything that's been lying, stealing, cheating, manipulation, all of those factors, you're done with it. And you're going to start to speak about what prosperity looks like. You're going to speak about what life is going to look like on the positive side of things. Aquarius, I don't know what you all are getting into, but Spirit's keeping this very simple. Like, you are just, like, if it's been unfair, let's take notes. Let's talk about it. Let's get down to the grassroots of the matter. Let's, you know, we're going to manifest a new reality. We're going to change the way we've done things, because this is no longer healthy for situations. So I don't know, Aquarius. I feel like too, does this have to do with Pluto and Aquarius? Yes. Yes. So Aquarius, you could be leading a forefront here of, it's like reminding something of why it didn't work. It's like, here's the proof. Here is the solid proof of what didn't work and why it didn't work. Tell me I'm wrong. You cannot deny the facts. The facts are the facts. All right, so there's that. Pisces, that was quick. 144.44 Pisces. You're welcome. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you. All right, Pisces. What does Pisces need to know under this full moon? King of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. I just heard, let the truth be known. I heard bigger investments require more discipline. So Pisces, I don't know what you're investing in, but the time is now, because it's like, yeah, look, Eight of Wands, talk about moving forward. You could be leaving a job. You could be leaving a relationship. Somebody or something around you could be resistant to this change that you're making, but you understand there's a potential. Some of you could be traveling for work as well, making a move. People could not be on board with that. It's whatever. But leaving, Spirit saying leaving hometowns as well. Like some of you could have like went back home to live. So whether this is actually living with somebody or, I don't know, like you came to stay for a little while or something, I want to say. But now you're more financially astute to be able to go off and do whatever you need to do. So you could be having somebody leaving your home or coming into your home. Again, the time is now, Pisces. The moon, there you are. Pisces, Cancerian energy. Something that has been going on in the background that's been deceptive is a no. So this is a new start. This is new potential. This is finally taking action on something that you've either thought over or discussed with yourself. It has to do with your security, your investments, long-term standing, but success. Success is very much at hand here. Some of you could be finding new love in your season as well. Starting to dream about what those relationships look like. And I will say Pisces in the North Node. Our northern star, right? Our north node, where we're going, what we're doing, what we're working on, and Pisces is going to have an effect on everybody. So I would be aware of that. I feel like this reading would be fair to say that it's probably for all. But this is like, dream the dream, celebrate the small successes that come in the meantime, and know that you have choices in love and passion and romance. You've got choices in, keep getting crazy. You never know, Marilyn, right? It's always possible. Anything's possible. But this is a recalibration to people, places, and things that are going to benefit anything that goes against the ego. I like it. It's really cool. Very cool energy. So I think I'm actually going to leave that one there too, right there. 4 minutes apiece. These other ones took forever and a day. All right, guys. 2 hours of this. Holy smokes. Big messages. Just to take care of yourselves. I don't know. I have things I could say, but I'm not going to say. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Thank you all for joining me for this live. It was awesome. Thank you for your comments, for your kind words. Yes, Josh, please do. I look forward to it. Good morning, Elsie. How are you? Marilyn, moving is always a possible and potential, right? You just never know. One overall card for everybody. 44 amplified power. Your energy is being amplified. You hold the power of the ascended masters. I love that. Look at that. It's like all hands on deck. Everything you touch turns to gold. All good things come to those who wait. Pray, manifest. Everything that goes Leo. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm sending y'all so much love. I hope you're well. Take care of yourselves. Careful shoveling snow. Careful if you're near the wildfires. Whatever's going on in the ethers, right? Just take care of yourselves. Thank you for joining me. Have a fantastic weekend. And I'll see you soon. Bye.